Hi everyone, this is Hugo from SSW, and in today's video we are going to go over our last sprint review for TimePro and EasyLeave. So EasyLeave is a subset of TimePro, and that allows you to manage the leave request for your employees. Let's have a look at the summary email. So for this sprint, we are looking at sprint 35. We had one goal, which was to get the leave balance from the Zero API. Well, for the Australian employee through the Zero API. This is still in progress. I'll get into more details as we reach the backlog. This was roughly a 1 month sprint. Around 11 man days were spent during that time, mostly between Gilles and me. And let's have a look at the backlog quickly. So let me maybe jump to DevOps. It will be easier there. All right. So there are a few things I want to talk about. The first one that is interesting is that one that's a bug Costa had that prevented him from creating multiple leave on the same day. He was trying to have half of his day as annual leave and half as unpaid, and it was not possible because of an overlap. That was not really one, but we are preventing people from clicking on a day where you already had a leave. So this is now fixed and deployed. There is a small GIF showing that, as you can see, there is something on the 29 in the morning. And now we can click on the 29, select the afternoon, type in something and submit the leave. And now you've got 2 leave on the same day. Split between morning and afternoon. So if you want to split between annual leave and something else, you can do it. Any question about that, Adam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you consider not doing this feature at all and just telling people it would go into negative leave? Was it much work to do the feature?
No, it was really a quick one because it was mostly a mistake we did because we were showing in the, let me maybe show the GIF. When we select a date, there is this date picker, and in the date picker we show dates with leave already in there with a red background, and this is normal, but we disabled the click on those, but it was a mistake from our end because we are checking in the backend if there is an overlap anyway. So we just had to cancel this thing to prevent people from clicking on those dates, if that's clear. No. Did you get what I meant, Adam?
No, can you say it again?
Yeah, so it was a bit confusing, sorry. Yeah, so we already had something in the backend in the API to check for overlaps. The only thing we did to fix that is remove the fact that the thing that prevented people to click on the dates where you already had a leave in the front end. This is only front end update. And this was a mistake from
validation.
Yeah.
Right.
And we did not need that because we already had something in the API to check for overlap. And it was preventing people from splitting their leave into multiple partial leaves. So it was a mistake, actually. So
right. Okay.
It was a quick fix, that one.
Okay.
But it happened to Costa twice, I think. So yeah, it was time to fix it.
I'm watching a video. I was tricked. I actually thought that was you continuing to demo it.
No, that's a GIF. That's a GIF. Yeah.
Okay.
No worries. Okay, so let's get to the next one. Next one I want to talk about is that one. So we had something happen in Brisbane for the Brisbane office. There is one public holiday that land on a different day depending on who you are in Queensland. So people in Brisbane have it in one day and people in the Sunshine Coast in another day. So it's a pain for Dan at the moment. So we added something to exclude certain people from a specific public holiday to allow the admins to separate the leave into different groups. So I made a done video for this.
Yeah, this is done video you just showed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm stupid.
Yes.
It was not
No,
recorded before.
yeah.
I'm stupid. Go for it.
No worries. No worries. So I think you saw the video, right, Adam?
Yep, I saw the video and it was excellent. I wonder if we should have done the feature at all, but I guess if it didn't take too much work, it's okay.
No, it was like a couple of hours, so
Okay.
it's not that big of a deal, I think. And Penny seemed quite happy with the result, so
Okay.
so that's already something, I guess. Next thing I want to talk about, well, I've actually moved to the next sprint, but let me show it quickly in there. So that was the sprint goal. That was about getting the leaf balance from 0. So last sprint, I told you guys that we had an issue because of security reasons, that we can't get the leaf balance without getting the whole payroll object. And we had a discussion, and we thought that the good solution would be to export the leaf balance report from 0 and import it into TimePro, so that we can read it from TimePro's DB instead of calling the API. I've had a chat with Stefan, and that's something we can do. No, that's not the right one.
That's not the
misclicked, sorry. Yeah. So I had a chat with Stefan. That's something we can do. I dropped a new plan in there. So the new plan was to build a new endpoint to parse the CSV report and store it into the TimePro's DB. Then update the TimePro tools MCP so that Stefan could call the new endpoint using Claude, as he's used to do. And then have a chat with Stefan to help him create a new skill and schedule a task so it does it for him on a daily basis. Or I don't know what the frequency would be, but at least it would be automatic. And yeah, so this one is still blocked because we still have to do all this, but I worked on getting the endpoint ready. I'm 95% done. I still need to do some testing. We did some back and forth with Stefan to be sure that we can do it. But yeah, I have a branch ready. It should be merged on staging today. And then tomorrow I can update the MCP and maybe try to get Stefan to get the new skill running. So hopefully.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
What does the UI look like?
There is no UI for this at the moment because, well, Stefan preferred to use the MCP to call the API, but I also proposed that we could have something in the, in the EasyLeave settings for the admins in there, something to drop the file if you can't use the endpoint using the MCP or something.
Sorry, wasn't it going to be that when you take leave, it was going to show you your leave there?
Yeah, in the dashboard, yes. In there, it will be.
Yes, and when you go add leave,
it will be.
Leave. Oh, there.
Yeah, it will be there.
Okay.
Somewhere. Yeah.
And what about when you click add leave? Click add leave.
Yeah.
What's going to say there? Like, shouldn't it show the number there as well? Like, I guess.
Well, technically, it will still be on the side. So.
Right. How about it shows there if it's low?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I know you wanted a warning below 40 hours. Is that right?
Yeah. But I think that you could still show it there. I know it's duplication. I haven't got my head around it.
Yeah, it's just that in this dialogue we are starting to lack real estate. Right. It's a bit packed at the moment. But I can try to find a way. Yeah.
No, you can see it there on the left. I think it's just it's probably good enough.
Well, I think the number can stay there, but you could add a warning somewhere next to the title or something when you get under the
getting low.
Yeah,
getting low. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. So yeah, this will be part of my PR that is nearly ready. Like I said, I still need to test a few things, but yeah. Hopefully this will get sorted this week and we can move on with the rest of the 0 features. So that's good. Do you have any questions about this 0 integration?
No, it's good.
All right, so let's go back to the email. Most of the rest was tech debt and bug fixes. So don't think it's that important to dwell on things.
Now I know you're going to go into more, but I'd love you to add the green ticks on the dones. Just so visually it looks like you get your brownie points.
You mean in the state column?
Yeah, yeah. Look, I know it's a kind of waste of time, but
yeah,
I do that for all clients as well. I think it looks good.
Yeah. It's just I'm copying and pasting from Azure DevOps directly. So
yeah. Now, Jeffrey, while Hugo's doing that, did you try to use the SSW cheater to get this done automatically?
Cheetah, you mean the... No, I didn't, because I'm not doing the email. But I would do it on TimePro when I do the sprint reviews, yeah.
Okay, but wouldn't have you showed Hugo how to do it and make it?
I'll show you how to do it. Oh no, I didn't think about it actually, because I never actually used it. I just got the demo with.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's why I didn't think about it.
Used it successfully, then show Hugo.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I'd be interested into having a look. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that was it for the backlog for this sprint. We have a few leftovers that will get dealt with in the next sprint. And now, timesheet data.
I would love you to contact Hark and try to get a little bit of help with the playwright stuff.
Yes, yes. So we can have a quick chat. Yeah, we can have a quick chat about this. So I've asked Gilles. Well, Gilles had a look at what we could automate with playwright. He dropped a comment there, and he was supposed to contact Hark and see how to build this with him. Now he's on leave until September, and I'm not sure what he has done, but I will pick up where he left and contact Hark myself. That's not a big deal.
No problems.
All right, back to the email. Timesheet data now. So like I said in the intro, it was mostly me and a bit of Gilles for this sprint. So that's roughly 11 man days spent during the sprint. Build pipeline, we had 4 prod deployments, one made by the EasyLeave team, the rest by the TimePro team. So it's like 1 per week, so it's good enough. Product roadmap now, no updates compared to previous sprint. We are still working on tech debt, the accounting integration, and some UX improvements. And the 4 first epics are done. We may need, Jeffrey, I forgot to mention that, I think. We may need to sit down and talk about the robustness one, because it doesn't mean anything at the moment. We have just 1 PBI in that epic, so maybe we can clean the backlog, but I guess that's a job for...
That would be good. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would just move it into tech debt.
Yeah, right. Makes sense. We will have a chat, Jeffrey and I. Now, AI usage. Do you mind doing this part for me, Jeffrey?
Yeah, sure. Take over from here. So AI usage, Hugo and Gilles both use GitHub Copilot, and they both pay for Cloud Code. And Hugo uses Opus 5 mostly, and Gilles switches between Sonnet and Opus 5, and none of them reached their limits. And Hugo did some Yak shares as well.
Yeah.
Did either of you try what's the other one? Not Fable.
Fable, yeah,
Fable.
I did try it because I switched to the Pro Max, tier, Pro Max subscription, so I have access to Fable for 50% of my weekly usage or something. So I tend now to, I haven't done it on EasyLeave yet, but on other projects I tend to use Fable to spawn Opus agent to do the work and have Fable coordinate everything, orchestrate what's going on.
And orchestrate, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's been working good so far. I think I'll try. Well, I will definitely do it on EasyLeave this sprint now. Well, next sprint. So, yeah.
And I did try Fable in the past, but it burned too many tokens, so I decided not to use it anymore. So,
yeah, if you don't have the Pro Max subscription, it's impossible to use. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna take over screen share because I'm going to show now our Cloud AI stats. So here we are, and you should be able to see it now.
Yes.
All right. So let me go to overview first. So first of all, so this is SW Tiger, and it basically builds a summary of the previous meeting that we had. First tab here is overview. I looked into it and it covered most of the topics that were covered before. The next one is timeline. So this one looks at the speaking times of each speakers. So Hugo spoke the most as a Scrum Master, and I jumped in as a PO. We had a lot of conversations about many topics, so this is good. Now, next bit is people and roles. So this is where the AI tries to guess who we are and what we do. So it told us that Hugo is a dev and a meeting driver. So I guess it means a Scrum Master.
Yeah.
In his own word. Oh no, actually no, it doesn't, because it says I'm the Scrum Master and
Oh,
the
wow.
PO. So this is a bit wrong. Maybe I spoke too much.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, so, and he gave us both an 8, which is good. So it means we're doing a good job. Next one is insights. So this is where we are going to see our elephants in the room, and 3 were spotted. First one is, it's called Adam chronic bottleneck. It's not really you who is the bottleneck, Adam. It's just the fact that Hugo didn't chase you for 2 emails.
Yeah.
So that's just something that he missed during the sprint.
What were the 2 emails?
You know, the one for Zero, I drafted an email that we could send to Zero to like update their AU API. Yeah, and there is another one for Microsoft for the Graph API, but I think I forgot to chase you for that one too.
Let's do that after this.
Yeah, no worries.
Great. Second one that was spotted was a sprint goal failure. This is because it's a second sprint with the same goal and it's still not achieved. But as Hugo said, there was a lot of concession involved, and that's why we couldn't get it done. But it's close to the end now.
Yeah.
And the last one is the Zero API security discussion that we had. So yeah, this is what was spotted. Last one is trends. So it looks at the previous sprints overall and tries to find things that are reoccurring. And it's sort of the same story here. The sprint goal not achieved, the email dependency, and the sprint length as well. So yeah, nothing new here. We covered everything already. Now you can take over screen share again, Hugo, to show the email. And
thank you, Jeffrey.
I can do the retro as well if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so for the retro, we had a bunch of downs, basically saying that I said that I enjoyed most of the solutions that were taken and all the options that were done to solve some of the issues that were covered. And there was also a lesson learned, because we didn't mention this yet, but in one of the PBI, there was a guard issue in the code. And this is because when Hugo and John built EasyLeave, in some situations, they thought that something would never happen, and it just happened to happen. So it's a good sort of lesson that you should never expect the user to not do something you don't expect or whatever. So yeah, already safe. Didn't go well. The sprint goal was not achieved, but we understood why. And for improvement, Hugo said he would chase some more for emails. Yep.
Yeah. One more improvement. When you guys do the sprint, it's not clear to me which ones got automatically done by AI. I know it seems like you're having some success, but I can't see visually, hey, all these got done, all these little ones got done completely by AI without any of my coding skills.
Oh, the PBIs.
Yeah, like
other
teams put the little robots and they call it out. See these ones?
Okay.
They got automatically done.
Okay, we can do this, yeah. I mean, based on the fact that the 2 guys did 95% of AI, you can infer that most of it was AI done, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, we can add the robots.
But like if you got 95% on every single PBI, and you had to help it, fix the CSS or do something else.
Yeah.
Then
you're right.
You didn't have any items completely done by AI.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, makes sense.
Fair point. Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. I'll do it on TimePro as well, because we don't do it yet. So
sure. Okay.
Okay. Something else you want to add to the retro, Adam?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I'll add. I love the video. I thought the video was great.
Or you can add Adam next to my comment then. It's the last one in the Don.
Oh yeah.
It's the same one, so
well,
you can set his name
to
save time.
Yeah, sure. All right. All good.
And the way you created that Teams chat with the red square and stuff, we're doing that with all the videos these days. So it's a good way to, as soon as you've done it, throw it out there to get some feedback.
Yeah.
And call out the people that have already given a test pass, like Jeffrey or whoever.
Okay, makes sense. I'll do it for the next video then. All right, so this concludes the review and retro. Let's have a look at the planning, the forecast for next sprint briefly. So our goal will still be the same one. So getting the leave balance for the AU employees from 0 this time using the CSV import and not the API. Maybe I should mention it there.
Is that also going to work with China?
Ultimately, yeah. But for China, they are using King D, and maybe we can use the API in the way we want. So we won't have to have Stefan or someone else export a CSV file. But in the end, all leave balance will get into the same table in the new employee leave balance table, and everything will be read from there.
Right.
Now, how things are getting in there may depend. Like for Australia, maybe it will still be the CSV import, but maybe for China and France, it will be an identifier recurring job that calls an API or something. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's the main goal. Yeah. Okay, so this will we'll aim to have an 8-man days sprint roughly. So like last time, we may end up on 10. Depends. I'm working alone on this until the 1st of September because Jill is on leave. So for now, the next sprint review has been set for the 7th of September, but can change. We'll see. As for the backlog for that sprint, there are all the leftovers from last sprint, and as you can see in bold, all the ones about the CSV import, the TimePro MCP update, and helping Stefan get the Cloud Kill running so we can get the sprint goal done. And we also added a small yak shave, a small bug in there, Jeffrey and I. But yeah, the main task will be the leave balance.
Right. Can you just, before you send this, add one more, do a yak shape on the modal and the missing logos before sending it off?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. Jeffrey and I will record that after this.
Yeah, I took note of it. We'll add it.
Great. Okay, well, this concludes this meeting, guys. As always, the recording will be available on SSW TimePro's channel on YouTube. It was Hugo from SSW, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Thanks, Hugo.
Thanks, Hugo.